Well, Carlos, first of all, congratulations on the victory. What are your initial thoughts after a methodical victory like that?
Yeah, thanks, man. I mean, Fabio, I expected him to come out a bit more as a bull, given his nickname and watching a bit of his history on his fights. But again, it takes two to tango, and I guess he just didn't want it as much as I did. So yeah.
So when you're fighting someone like that, where you're expecting him to be much more aggressive, is there a moment in there that you just have to completely throw away the game plan that you put together because he's not doing what you expect?
100%. I mean, the fight is just going to go either way. You're in there for 3 rounds, and it's 5 minutes a round, and everything can just change in the instant. I got dropped in that first round, the very last 10 seconds, I think it was, where I just switched off. And that can sort of change the game plan, but I sort of stuck in there. My coaches were, I was lucky to have them, keep me on track and keep my focus there. So I was, I kept that focus, which is good for myself.
So overall, happy to get 3 rounds under your belt?
For sure, man. And that was one goal that I wanted to do, was to continue on, in the mixed martial arts cage or in the octagon for 3 rounds, and just to test myself, just to see if I can go on for 3 rounds. And I knew that my if I paced myself, I could keep up for 3 rounds and keep my breath going well. So it was all good.
The broadcast said something. I think it was sometime in the second round that you were quote unquote. You looked like you were starting to feel yourself in there. Like they could see the confidence growing on you visibly. So were they accurate in there that after like a round and a half, you were starting to feel that confidence again?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I knew from the get-go that Fabio felt my dominance, he felt my presence. So after every single round, I knew that he kind of he was looking for that big shot, and I had to keep myself aware of that, so and keep my focus with that. So I didn't, it's a light heavyweight division. Anyone can get knocked out. You got the speed and you got the power. We're just below the heavyweights, so everyone's got power in there. So you got to be careful.
And I hate to bring it up, but what were your thoughts watching your teammate Blood Diamond's performance in there? I know some fighters, they don't like fighting on like so close with their teammates because like if they have a setback, maybe it mentally gets to them.
Oh, that's gonna happen. That's the MMA game, man. Blood Diamond's fresh. He's green. He's new, and I know that he's going to continue on and get better. Just like myself. I didn't do too well in my debut, but he's going to come back a lot stronger. So he's fresh. He's green, and he's just going to come back and be dominant, man. I know it.
What do you want next for your career moving forward? I mean, I remember when Israel came in, his first fight, he said he likes to plan his path. I'm going to beat this guy, and then this guy, and this guy. He had specific names. Are you in that similar fashion where you know who you want, or you're just going to take them as they come?
Yes, I mean, I think you have to be real methodical with that, exactly. You have to, watch who you're going to fight next, and, you want to plan your path just so you play it smart, man, and you want to get to that goal as quick as you can.
So with that said, do you have an opponent in mind that you'd like if you're planning your path?
Not yet, but I'll go home and we'll see who's there. Maybe we'll go to Vegas and we'll talk just to see, because I mean I didn't get too badly hurt or anything, but who knows? Paulo Costa.
Why not?
Carlos over here, mate. At the back, yeah. For the majority of the fight, you seem to get into a real flow state of fighting in there. You're walking him down, painting him into corners, slowly picking apart and kind of paralyzing his output. Is that exactly the type of fight that you wanted to display tonight?
Yes, definitely. That's something that I've been working on throughout my whole camp, which was just to, I wanted to last 3 rounds. I didn't want to pressure myself into trying to knock him on. I could have if I really wanted to, but that's playing with fire. He's someone who's just going to wait and try and look for that big knockout. But I wanted to stick around in there. I wanted to last the 3 rounds, and my coaching staff were quite confident in myself doing that too. And they wanted me to stay in there and just express myself as much as I can, with as less, I guess, of a muck up as I could, if you might.
Carlos over here.
What's up, bro?
I know Izzy is preparing for his fight currently. Was there any special advice he gave you before this fight?
Yeah, there's always going to be advice throughout the whole camp. Yeah, we all speak to each other every moment from time. We've been sticking with each other throughout this camp. And he doesn't need to say anything. You know, we feel it. We've been training together for such a long time that we don't have to say too much. We kind of just go with the feel and everything, you know. If that makes any sense. It doesn't, don't lie.
What was that flag that you walked out with? We didn't recognize it back here.
It was a Samoan flag, man. That's my roots. I'm Samoan and Kiwi, so you know, I thought I'd represent my culture out there. So yeah.
I'm sure you're aware in professional wrestling, Samoans they have indestructible heads. So is that how accurate is that?
Well, hey, man, we do. They call us. They say we have coconut heads, but you know. But yeah. I thought I'd represent my Samoan heritage out there this time. So and I think that's something that's really important for us. Cheers, guys. Thank you.